Good morning, dear brothers and sisters. Today we will see the book of Leviticus chapters 24 and 25. Leviticus chapter 24, the lamp, the bread, and punishment for blasphemy. In Leviticus chapter 24, God gives instructions to Moses regarding the maintenance of the lampstand and the preparation of the showbread in the tabernacle. Additionally, God establishes a law concerning blasphemy and its punishment. God commands the Israelites to keep the lampstand, known as the menorah, burning continuously in the tabernacle. The priests are responsible for ensuring that the lamps are always lit, from evening until morning. This serves as a symbol of God's presence and a reminder of His constant guidance and illumination. Next, God instructs Moses regarding the showbread, also called the bread of the presence. 12 loaves of bread are to be placed on a table in the holy place, representing the 12 tribes of Israel. The bread is to be set out before the Lord every Sabbath as a perpetual offering. After a week, the priests are allowed to eat the bread in a holy place. In this chapter, God also establishes a law concerning blasphemy. A son of an Israelite woman, who is also the son of an Egyptian man, engages in a fight with another Israelite. During the quarrel, he blasphemes the name of the Lord. The people bring him to Moses, seeking guidance on how to handle this offense. God commands that the blasphemer be taken outside the camp, and all who heard the blasphemy must lay their hands on his head as a witness. Then, the entire community is to stone him to death. This severe punishment serves as a deterrent against disrespecting and dishonoring the name of the Lord. Leviticus chapter 24 emphasizes the importance of reverence and respect for God's presence and name. The perpetual burning of the lamp and the setting out of the showbread remind the Israelites of God's continual guidance and provision. The punishment for blasphemy demonstrates the seriousness of dishonoring God and His holy name. As we read Leviticus chapter 24, we are reminded of the need to honor and respect God in our words and actions. It teaches us to approach Him with reverence and to be mindful of the significance of His presence among us. Additionally, it points forward to the coming of Jesus Christ, who would be the light of the world and the bread of life, providing guidance and sustenance to all who believe in Him. Dear brothers and sisters, let us reflect on the importance of honoring God's presence and name. May we strive to live in a manner that brings glory and honor to Him, recognizing His constant guidance and provision in our lives. Leviticus chapter 25, the year of Jubilee and Sabbath years. In Leviticus chapter 25, God provides instructions to Moses concerning the year of Jubilee and the concept of Sabbath years. These laws are designed to promote social justice, care for the land, and remind the people of Israel of their dependence on God's provision. God establishes the year of Jubilee as a special time that occurs every 50 years. During this year, the land is to rest, and all ancestral properties are to be returned to their original owners. This ensures that families maintain their inheritance and prevents the accumulation of wealth in the hands of a few. Slaves are also to be released, and any debts owed by fellow Israelites are to be forgiven. Additionally, God instructs the Israelites to observe the Sabbath years. Every 7th year, the land is to lie fallow and rest. They are not to sow or harvest crops but rely on what naturally grows. This practice allows the land to replenish and ensures sustainability for future generations. God promises to provide an abundant harvest in the 6th year that would sustain the people throughout the 7th year of rest. He assures them that they will have enough to eat and that He will bless their obedience and trust in His provision. Leviticus chapter 25 teaches the people of Israel the importance of equitable distribution of land, resources, and wealth. It highlights the principle of stewardship and reminds them of their dependence on God's provision. By observing the year of Jubilee and Sabbath years, they demonstrate their trust in God's faithfulness and their commitment to social justice. As we read Leviticus chapter 25, we can reflect on the principles of fairness, provision, and trust in God's faithfulness. It reminds us of the importance of caring for the land and being mindful of our responsibility to one another. It also points forward to the ultimate rest we find in Jesus Christ, who offers spiritual rest and freedom from sin. Dear brothers and sisters, let us consider the principles of justice, stewardship, and trust in God's provision. May we seek to live in a way that promotes fairness and cares for the needs of others. May we trust in God's faithfulness and find rest in His presence. We will continue with the next chapters in the next video. God bless you. Amen. Kindly subscribe and share with your friends and family.